With Mark Stimson after a 1-0 loss to Carshalton. Mark, first and foremost, a warm welcome to Hartsdown Park. I know it's not the result we wanted, it's not the homecoming that maybe we needed, but what are your thoughts on the game?
First and foremost, I'm really happy to be here. I met the board and they've given me an opportunity to take charge of the first team, and I'm honoured to do that. So I look forward to many more matches in charge. On to today's game, I thought it was one of those games where there wasn't much in it. I think both teams at the moment you could see are just a little bit edgy, unfortunately due to results. But I thought both teams tried to play good football on a decent surface, although it was pretty windy out there. And they've scored a wonder goal, and we've missed maybe one or two chances, I'm sure, in weeks to come that we'll be putting away. So the game's all about small margins. Today we just got beat by, like I said, a bit of a wonder goal and not taking our chances. But can't fault the players' effort and desire. We took a training session on Thursday night for an hour. The boys were top form then, and today I think again we've given everything we could. Unfortunately picked up a couple of knocks, brought a couple of young lads on, but again they showed great qualities, and I look forward to working with them in the future.
Yeah, you mentioned they were undone by a really great goal, but were you pleased with the reaction after going 1-0 down? Because I feel that we had a really positive reaction. We started to go forward a lot more and had a few more chances.
Yeah, I think the reaction since we've come in has been fantastic, and we've said to them, you've got to play on the front foot. You can't wait for things to happen. You've got to go and make them happen. And like you say, to go a goal down with a strike like that, sometimes that can be a step back. But no, the boys were positive, and like you say, after that I think we put some decent balls into the box. It just didn't fall to our strikers or our midfield players today, but I'm sure if we keep putting those type of balls in the box, in time they will.
Ollie Box and Tyrone Sterling, obviously you substitute them fairly early into the second half. Did they have the impact you wanted, and is that something to think about perhaps for the next game?
Yeah, I think both come on and done well. Even young Vinny, I know he wasn't on that long, but he picked up the ball a couple of times and run at people and caused problems. So no, you want your subs to have an impact. Why I made the substitution earlier, I just sort of changed the formation. Just thought if we could get someone a little bit higher up next to Stevie, it might cause them a few more problems. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but I think overall, obviously disappointed with the result, but the performance levels, I've just said to the boys in there, if we can reproduce that for the next 10-12 games, I'm sure we can pick up some points, and the new year looks positive.
Obviously you mentioned Vinny, you got a few minutes today. Is he someone you're going to be watching quite closely as a Margate manager? Obviously he scored his first senior goal in midweek.
Yeah, I think he's in the group, isn't he? We haven't got the biggest of squads. He trained with us on Thursday, he's got involved today, he'll train with again this week, and we've only having probably one other striker in the group. There might be an opportunity for him, but I'm sure if he keeps turning up, he keeps doing what he's doing, he'll get his minutes, and who knows where it could take him.
You mentioned a few knocks, just wanted to get an update on Archie Johnson. Obviously he hobbled off late into the game. Any update on how he's doing?
Again, he got a knock on the knee. It's the same as Lewis Knight at the back. He rolled his ankle, so that's why he had to come off. So there was two players who had to come off for injury reasons. Hopefully now, with no game on Tuesday, they can have that extra couple of days rest and be ready for Thursday's session. And then obviously our last home game before Christmas here next week against Kingstonian.
Yeah, obviously it's not the result you wanted, and no one expects anyone to wave a magic wand, but from what you've seen of the players so far, do you feel like they're buying into your vision, and how confident are you that we can get ourselves back to where we belong up the table?
I think you can see on today's performance the boys have bought into it because of the work rate and the desire they showed. So I don't think that's a question to answer. But the other question, get back to where we think the club wants to be. That's why I've come here. I've not come here just to spend Christmas away from the family and travelling up and down the motorways. I've come here to win football matches, and again, I'm not stupid. I've been in the game a long while. Sometimes a manager can come in and have a couple of positive results straight away, then it dips. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, and all I know, and I've said to the board, and I think they was quite pleased, I'll give 100%, no more, no less, and that's all I ask of the players. And then it's up to me then maybe to add one or two players to the squad, so the squad's more healthier, and again, like I said, look forward to the new year.
Obviously you didn't get much prep with the boys, like you say, you only got an hour on Thursday night. You've now got an entire week before your next game against Kingstonian. How confident are you that we can get a result?
You're always confident, because the group of players are a decent group, but you have to go out and perform. I could say, yeah, of course we're going to get a result, but that's not the case. You have to turn up, you have to prepare right, and you have to perform on the day. And if we can perform like we did today, I think that should be enough to get us the result.
Cheers, Mark, and welcome to Margate.
Pleasure.